you don't want iOS 26 anymore, you want to downgrade back to iOS 18. Well, first of all, we need to check if we can downgrade without losing data. So let's start by opening Settings, then tap on your name at the very top, then select the iCloud option. Inside of here, you want to choose iCloud Backup, and it's very important to check this. If your last successful backup was done after you are updated to iOS 26, you will not be able to restore your iCloud backup, and so you will lose all your data that way. This means that only if you created a backup while you were on iOS 18 on your computer, if you did that, you can then restore the data via the iTunes or Finder. But because how iCloud Backup works is it overwrites the previous backup, even if you created an iCloud backup when iOS 18 was out, because the iOS 26 backup was made, the iOS 18 one cannot be restored. But if you are fortunate enough, the iCloud backup hasn't been created for iOS 26, then you're going to have to turn off backup this iPhone, turn it off again, and you can still see your device backup is still here, and so we will be able to restore this later on in the video. We will now need to factory reset our iPhone. You will not be able to downgrade while preserving the data. We factory reset and then we restore the data if you have any of the backups which I mentioned earlier on. So this does unfortunately require a computer. If you don't have a computer, you're just going to have to wait until a new software update releases that hopefully saves the day. But let's move to the computer. If you have a Windows computer only, just head to apple.com/iTunes, download the iTunes software. It is recommended to choose the Windows release here. So click on Windows, download iTunes for Windows now. Once this is done, we need to enter our iPhone into the recovery mode. To do this, first of all, connect your iPhone to your computer. Once this is done, follow my steps. So we're going to click release volume up, click release volume down, click and hold the power button until we see the recovery screen. So let's do this together. I'm going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Click release volume up, click release volume down, click and hold the power button, keep this one held down, do not release, and so eventually the screen is going to go black. It's going to enter recovery mode. If it doesn't do this, then just rewind the video, click the buttons at the exact same time I do. This does work, just give it a couple tries. So we'll see the Apple logo, but I'm not releasing from the power button. I'm going to keep this one held down, and there we go, I'm in recovery mode. You might want to just double check your cable supports data transfer if you keep on trying and it's not working. So now let's head back to the computer. iTunes will show there is a problem with the iPhone, and so it needs to be updated or restored. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the restore option right here, and so I'll just click on restore to factory reset the device. You should now see that the latest iOS 18 release will be restored to your iPhone. After iOS 26 publicly releases in September, you will not be able to follow this video tutorial. So I will leave an updated video in the description for when iOS 26 is the public release in September, but you can follow this guide June, July, September up until iOS 26 comes out. Now that my iPhone is factory reset, it says iPhone locked to owner. So we will need to go in and set up the device, and I'm just going to cover how to restore the data if you have that option available. But first, we just need to make sure that the activation is removed. So let's just connect to Wi-Fi. And so we just need to enter in our Apple ID information, and then we'll tap on next. Give this a little bit to get past this screen. On the transfer your apps and data screen, if you have the iCloud backup which is compatible, you can go into from iCloud backup, and then from here you can sign into your Apple account and it will fetch the backup. If for whatever reason you did this process but your iCloud backup can't be used, then you just need to update back to iOS 26, and then you can restore your data from the iCloud backup. but you will have to factory reset your iPhone after updating to iOS 26 again. Now for transferring data from the Mac or PC, what we can do is if I go into the Finder here or iTunes, just select your iPhone. So we see iPhone 16. Then you will see restore from this backup, and you should be able to choose all of your previous backups, which show up right here, and then click on continue to continue and initiate the backup restoration. I hope this video helped. If it did, hit the like button. Take care.